Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a quick fall camp update in addition to, obviously, the big news, the fact that Savion Hiter committed to the University of Michigan, five-star running back, #1 in the class. Big news, big deals. Very excited about it. There's a video in my channel. I'll make sure to try to link it at the end of the video to be the video that plays after this one. It is Savion Hiter's full highlights of high school, all compiled into one video. Very, very, very happy that we got him. Guy's an unbelievable player, great human. And more importantly, I like how he committed. He just walked up there and went, the next, I'll be continuing my academic and athletic career at the University of Michigan. Hat on, boom, done. Hat definitely didn't fall right off, which is pretty funny, but it is what it is. But again, a big get for the Michigan Wolverines. Up next is the fall camp updates. Evan Link will be taking over at left tackle. Mostly because he was the guy that was going to be the one that would take that position. But unfortunately, Andrew Babalola, another five-star from last cycle, had a knee injury. It's believed to be season-ending. No one's really confirmed what exactly the knee injury is, but even if it's something not major, you probably want to have him sit out for a majority of the year just to get back to full health, and no need to rush him in anything, as he was a depth piece this year. So that's going to be, unfortunately, a big loss there. Other than that, you're just seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of dominance going up and down the camp, especially on the defensive end. Rod Moore is getting back up to speed. You already know what Hillman and what Hillman's going to bring, and a few other guys back there. What you got, Magnum. I had a really injury-riddled season last year. He's going to be definitely an option now going forward. Your linebackers have been solidified. One of the better positions of the team now. I mean, they've been together for a full season, and Hausman's coming up on 3 years basically of playing a lot of big snaps. And then your edge rushers, you've got Derek Moore and TJ Guy. And in the middle, they've been talking about how there's been a few guys that have been held out due to precautions. I'd imagine Rayshon Benny will be starting besides one of the transfers, either Damon Payne or Trey Williams. That's, to be determined. But as we saw the last couple of seasons, there's a lot of rotation. Those guys will be rotating a ton. So you'll probably even get a little bit of Trey Pierce in there. Probably Poliano is getting some reps because of the starters and bigger guys being out. But that's pretty much what you got for the defense. I think Cam Brandt and Dom Nichols are the backups at edges, with the 3 deep being potentially Nate Marshall. That'd be really cool to see him maybe even get a little bit of run at the end of these games, along with Lugar Edipe, who is, again, one of the biggest humans I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy in the spring game was just an absolute animal. His wingspan, everything's crazy. So if you can turn that freak athleticism, like damn near once in a generation, like size, into a force, that could be crazy. So that's what you have on the defense. Offense, we've known the left guard is going to be Gio Hadi. Left tackle is now going to be Evan Link. The center, Mr. Crippen. Right guard, I believe, is a Phobie. I don't know if that's been totally locked down, but I think that's the plan for now. Hatter, I know, has been involved there, and a few others. Right tackle, Sprague. Which means your swing/backup tackle at either one of the tackles is Blake Frazier, but he's potentially could sneak in as a guard position at some point. An embarrassment of riches, really, in terms of those positions on the offensive line now, which is a far step forward, from the years past where we didn't really know who was doing what, where, when, and why on the offensive line. Kind of the end of the end of the title run into last year is a bit of a debacle. But yeah, that's what you have there. Receivers, obviously, you're going to have Donovan McCulley. Been hearing some pretty good things about Kendrick Bell. Fred Moore, obviously. Channing Goodwin will be in the mix as well. Samaj Morgan, always going to be in the mix. That's just the nature of himself. Andrew Marsh, you'd like to see what he does as a freshman. And I'm sure a lot of recruits around the country are looking to see what he gets as a freshman, whether you're a transfer or a elite freshman receiver trying to come in next year, potentially Michigan, or the class afterwards. A guy like, I don't know, Dakota Garant. He's probably like, hey, how am I going to be able to get and crack this rotation if Andrew Marsh couldn't, thing like that. So it'd be very interesting to see how important that's going to be on a few people's future decisions. But that's all going to be coming down the line. Tight end, you've got Marlon Klein. Hogan Hansen's been banged up, but he's been getting a lot of hype, a lot of praise. People, kind of comparing him to the way that Loveland used to move and carry himself as a younger player. So that'd be really good to see him get involved, hopefully a lot more. You've also got, I think it's Zach Marshall. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. The guy that's a very good blocking tight end. You've obviously got the fullback-ish tight ends in Hoffman and Bredesen. They've been around for a while as well, so they'll be very important. Obviously, Hoffman had an incredible spring game, including that long touchdown catch from Bryce on the double reverse flea flicker thing that we've done a few times now. And then you've got your quarterback, Bryce Underwood, no questions there. Keene's been apparently doing okay in practice, but again, it's Bryce. Let's not even waste too much breath on that. And then your running backs is 1A, 1B, Jordan Marshall, and Justice Haynes, no particular order. I personally have had this vision that Justice Haynes is this, not as physical and big hitting as he is. I mean, I'm hearing a ton of different stuff out of camp. There's not much tape of him in college. So, looking back on it, I guess he's a lot more physical than I really initially thought at first. So that's great. Love to see that for sure. And apparently running back 3 really has been coming out of the mold is Jasper Parker, a very underrated guy. He reminds me of Jaden Pyle in this class, where it's like, how on earth is this guy rated so low? Do people are just too lazy to go out there and see what he's doing? He had some unreal tape in college or in high school. He had some crazy, highlight reels, super long runs, all the, basically everything you could ask for and more. And he's just been an absolute man. And, getting in the mix that early is going to be awesome. Obviously, Savion Hiter is coming in next year. Maybe Justice leaves, and you're kind of in running back 3 again next year. But great to see from him. And, a couple good seasons, maybe he ends up getting sprinkled in a bit more than he thought initially. And an embarrassment of riches in any position room is something that you would love to have. Like, you'd love your backups getting sought after in the portal by other teams. Because they're such good players. Obviously, you want to keep and retain them. But the fact that people would be interested would be very, very important. So hopefully Jasper Parker will stay long-term, obviously, and get some run this year and in the next few years. But that's just a quick breakdown position by position and what has been going on and kind of towards the end of fall camp. Hopefully the rest of these guys stay healthy, stay focused, stay locked in. I guess locked in is still kind of the hashtag that they've been using this year. So that's a good way to probably end the video. So that's the quick recap of what we did. Obviously Savion Hiter as well adds the mix. It's really good. Recruiting wise, apparently, according to Sam Webb, Michigan will be pushing hard for Davon Benjamin. He's a corner, safety, nickel, Swiss Army knife type guy that you've really seen that Michigan really look for the last couple cycles, especially towards the end of the year and the way the defense is played, that everyone can play every position in the secondary. Out of California, currently committed to the Oregon Ducks, committed there about a month ago. But Michigan was pushing really hard. So I think that hopefully they'll be able to secure him his flip down the line. I think they said that Michigan will be, quote, going down to the wire on this one. So, and then the linebacking position, you got Nick Abrams and you've got Forkpa, I believe. He just transferred from a school in Florida, I think it's IMG, one of those ones, out to Maryland, which again is Michigan territory. So that's very good. The DMV, Michigan's head on lock, clearly is shown today by Savion committing to the Wolverines. So hopefully we can get one, if not both of those linebackers, and push from there. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell to get a notification every time I upload. And if you don't, or if it doesn't work for you or whatever, I usually upload hopefully every weekday at 7:30. That's the idea now and going forward. It's going to be a lot harder to do when it comes to the football season, and I got a lot of stuff going on this week, but I'm going to hopefully bank a bunch of videos in the next few days, so I'll be able to have a few in the chamber if needed. So that's all I got for now. Like and subscribe, like I just said, and hit the notification bell. Comment down below for the algorithm. It's nice for everything. And check out the Savion Hiter video right after this one, which should be right here in the outro. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Peace.